So that way I can press the button and not be immediately accused of cracking open a cold one. Did I? Who knows? There's no evidence.
Who knows?
It's incredible.
There's
It's
no way to know.
it's the perfect crime.
All your crimes are perfect.
That's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me. I make a lot of jokes about cracking open a cold one here on the stream. I don't know about jokes. I lie about it a lot. I just say that I did. It's not really a joke. People are going to get the wrong idea about me.
I don't think so.
You don't think this is going to make people think that I crack open, that I do the thing that I say? You don't think people trust me fundamentally?
Maybe they do. Wait, are we streaming now? Did you push it?
Oh, we're live. We've been live for 14,
okay,
15
it's
minutes.
not showing up on YouTube. I'm trying to get to it.
That's pretty bad news. I didn't really want to have to pause the Mixo. I definitely pressed the button. All the things say it's going.
Did you send me the link?
All right,
then?
hold on a second. Let me. Yeah, let's copy video URL. Does this work? Is this a functional stream URL?
Yeah, no, and it's live. I don't know, and there are people in the chat. I don't know why.
Okay, welcome.
It wasn't showing up.
Welcome, humans.
Okay.
What is the perfect crime? I said. My answer was any crime that I do just before starting the stream, because as long as I do it before starting the stream, there is no evidence. But then Amabel shot back that all my crimes are perfect because she's a sweetheart. Welcome, y'all. Welcome, viewers. Welcome, live viewers and VOD folk alike. Do the live viewers need a different? Do we need a collective noun for the live viewers? I think like VOD folk is cool and evocative. I would rather, just listening to the terminology, I would rather be VOD folk. It sounds like a cooler thing, and traditionally I have been. I almost never watch anything live. A deep spiritual connection to the VOD folk. These are my people.
All right, that's pretty good.
I'm just gonna keep talking. If you don't ever say anything, I'm just gonna keep talking.
Then we're gonna end
up in a place like this.
I don't say I was sound posting, but I was posting the link to the thing in the places with a artistic interpretation of our conversation prior to us doing it.
Okay, well, that was private, and I will sue. You think that NDA I had you sign was just a joke?
Baby.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. If one of us would need the other one to sign an NDA, it'd be the other way around.
I'm not sure what you're implying.
Good. I love you so much. You are so great.
And for reasons pertaining to work that I may or may not have done with the intelligence services, it's just going to have to stay that way.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, it's ridiculous that I would have intelligence? Okay. All right. I see how it is.
No, but it's ridiculous that you would, you would not work with, like, morally. I know you morally, and you have a deep inability to help the police, and I love that about you.
Which one do you think is more unlikely? That I would want to work with an intelligence service, or that they would want to work with me?
I I mean, that you would want to work with intelligence service.
I guess, now it's one thing. Once upon a time, in the before times, I was a real sort of disaffected loner. And traditionally, they've gotten some very good work out of disaffected loners. I might have been the perfect target until transition.
This reminds me of the time when
there is still time.
Time when I was interviewed by the Department of Defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone recommended me for a job. I wasn't going to take the job, but I'll get a good story about it interviewed by the Department of Defense. It was like a wargaming job.
Okay.
Making and I wouldn't do that. Morally, I wouldn't do that. But again, the story would be good. And so I had a phone interview with them. And the phone interview went like this. They said, hello, do you have secrets clearance? And then I said, what is secrets clearance? And then they said, okay, well, we're done. That's that story.
Okay, can I tell you that I love you very much?
It's not a fun story for you.
No, I love you very much, but you sometimes I don't. Okay, I withdraw.
You withdraw? No, I want to hear this.
I don't want to make you self-conscious.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought that was okay. I'll let you withdraw. When you tell that story, or at least when you told it just now, your exuberant pronunciation style. At first I did. I thought you said. I thought they. It sounded a lot more like Clarence than Clearance. And for a moment there, I was trying to figure out if it was like some kind of code name thing where they try to like the eagle has landed at midnight you or something. Are you familiar with secret clearance? Do you have the secret clearance? And maybe it was like a like a combination Quantum Leap. What's that movie? Quantum Leap, that Christmas movie thing. I don't know.
So
I love you, but you have a way of saying words sometimes.
I think it's very sweet that you describe it as an exuberant pronunciation style instead of a speech impediment. I think that's really cute.
Well, the thing is, I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
Anyway, how's chat going? I feel like we've been talking a lot. Is that the job? Is that what we're doing here?
So Alex Blue just said, you're saying Clarence. So I think they couldn't understand what you were saying.
Now I am the exuberant
That's even funnier.
I've been accused of exuberance on occasion.
Alex also mentions the Quentin Smith video of people designing war games for the government. I have some opinions on that video, and I'm going to keep them to myself.
Yeah,
but I think it's worth. I think it's worth watching. I think. Maybe I'm not keeping them to myself. I don't know.
This is the first time I am hearing of your opinions about this video.
Oh no, you heard them when the video came out.
Okay, well, then I am the worst and simply don't remember.
I think there's some. Gosh, no. We're gonna move.
We're just gonna move on. We can move on.
Now people are confused in the chat, and I've made it awkward.
Do that.
Here's the thing. I don't like most of Quentin Smith's videos.
Yeah.
And I think a profound liberalism is like at the heart of it, and like a blinker thoughtlessness. And please don't repeat this, chat. There was a video Quentin Smith was part of.
Please
that
don't
you and
repeat
I
this,
saw.
she says, after saying a thing in a live stream on the internet.
There was a video you and I saw, an interview he was party to, that made me so angry. You remember how angry I was?
I have no idea what you're talking about, so no.
Okay. Well, then never mind.
I am playing Mixolumia right now, so I'm kind of like, 2/3 present in this conversation. I don't know if you noticed. I'm playing Mixolumia right now.
Oh, see, no, I figure Alex Blue that everyone in chat consumes media critically and recognize if people respecting their bad takes or whatever. Yeah, because I feel like the chat here, I feel like the community that my favorite YouTuber SB Plays Games has built around her work is full of like wonderful, thoughtful people who can engage with media critically, and something I really appreciate about it. I think that's why I like being on the streams.
Well, that's very kind of you to say to my audience. I didn't do a great. I had 2.6. Kind of thumbs down. Good. But it was like 11 minutes, and I think that's probably a pre-stream. I think that's probably long enough for phase 1 of the stream.
Sweetheart, can you give me a number between 1 and 720?
So I'm going to bounce this back to the gas cave before I generate a number from my vast and powerful brain. Amabel, what are we doing today?
Yeah.
Do you just want to like? Okay.
You're gonna give me a number.
If I were to say the number 289 to you, what would that mean to you?
The number 289 to me would mean John Madden Football 92.
Well, this is your fucking idea. Do you want a different number?
No. Let's give it a few minutes.
Okay, because I could say the number 484, perhaps, if that were, productive to do.
How many sports games are there?
Oh,
that's Robocop 3. Okay, yeah, I'll check out Robocop 3.
Okay.
What are we doing today?
Chat, you can yell out numbers, but I'm afraid your numbers will not be used because they are tainted. They are from the outside, and by the time they get to us, they have the world all over them. So what we're doing today is this was Amabel's brilliant idea. Let me get the appropriate display capture going here. One of these is supposed to be... All right, hold on. I'm fixing it. We're fixing it live. Boy, that's a lot of really cool noises. But I bet the chat would love to get to see what they are. There we go. There we go. Boom. Oh, wait. Hold on 1 second, chat. I'm going to bump us back to the gas cave and fix one thing real quick. But yeah, what's it, Amabel?
Yeah.
Are you excited? Are you excited for your new...
Yeah, so today we could have come up with a stream idea, so she's giving me random numbers, and then I'm playing the corresponding game from the Genesis library in alphabetical order.
This was Amabel's idea. I want to stress that I objected strenuously, and then she was like, "Well, then you think of something," and I couldn't.
Okay.
So that's not true. I didn't really spend a lot of time cooking ideas this weekend.
Oh, I can shoot upwards.
I like when small arms fire hits you. I like the tinking noise it makes, which suggests that you are bulletproof. I do not like the way that your health bar still decreases in a way that suggests that you are not bulletproof. I'm gonna be honest with you though. I've never seen Robocop 3. Maybe Robocop 3 is like a John Wick situation where like the enemy's munitions keep leveling up to the point where he, you know.
There are 2 lives in this game apparently. All right.
And then what's his face? ED209 shows up and fucking lets you have it. He's embarrassed at your. Oh, spread shot, nice. He's embarrassed at your performance. You're not murdering people hard enough.
God damn it!
You ever seen
level design?
You ever seen RoboCop 3?
I haven't. I've seen the first RoboCop only.
Yeah, I think that's pretty normal.
The first RoboCop's great.
You got to get away from that thing. If you're not gonna go out of your way to destroy it, then you got to just get away from it.
Everything moves so slowly. RoboCop is not a fast robot, famously.
Yeah, I mean, I would argue he's not a robot at all, really, despite the moniker. Cornflakes notes that this game seems hard. This seems like a fucked up opening. So you pick up that. Okay, I see. It is representing the spread shot as a 3 and then an arrow, because it's the 3-way. What are you doing? Oh, those projectiles are like homing. You got a damage boost pet. You gotta like fucking GDQ this shit. Don't stop and fight that robot. Just haul ass.
I'm not trying to. But look, I passed by the robot and then look at my health.
Yeah, look at how much better you're doing. My strategy has gotten you to a new record.
Okay.
I don't know if you are familiar with this, but I am a professional video game player.
So I feel like this had to have
Jesus
been
Christ.
Like a
Amabel.
Motherfucker. Oh, all the way at the beginning?
What do you mean all the way to the beginning? You're 3 seconds into the game. Did you think it was going to checkpoint you after the first group of enemies?
It should have. Jesus. I have a feeling this is probably like a Blockbuster exclusive. It feels like that kind of hard.
Oh, I don't think so. I think this is just what games were. All right, I'm looking up
RoboCop 3 come out.
I'm looking up RoboCop 3. I'm going into the database. Hold on a second. RoboCop 3 is a 1993 American science fiction action film directed by Fred Dekker and written by Fred Dekker and Frank Miller. Did you know that?
Well, that I knew.
That Frank Miller wrote the screenplay for RoboCop 3?
Yeah. Yeah, that I knew.
Why? How did you know? Why did you know that? Why is that a thing you know?
I mean, there's a time when okay, so this is easy mode instead of normal.
It just doesn't have the robot.
This doesn't have the robot.
Well, I mean, that's certainly going to make it easier.
What fucked up shit's gonna happen if I pick hard?
Fake Alex Blue says this looks like an arcade cabinet port. I could believe that. I could buy that. Did you know that most of this film is about Delta City? They're trying to build a new city over top of the ruins of Detroit, and they're gonna call it Delta City, and that way people will forget that it was Detroit.
The other thing I know about RoboCop 3
you absolutely just shot an innocent woman in the back.
Okay.
Her only crime was banging that biker.
That was a pit. I love it when platforming feels like ass.
Anyway, the video game.
Jesus.
This was not an arcade game port. What it was is a port of... Oh, geez. So this also came out on the... This came out on a lot of stuff. So Amiga, Atari ST, and MS-DOS versions were developed by Digital Image Design and published by Ocean Software in 91. And then it was subsequently ported over the course of the next 2 years to the Commodore 64, the ZX Spectrum, the NES, the Super NES, the Game Gear, the Master System, and finally the Genesis. So you're getting some like extremely leftovers here, some nasty ninths, as it were.
Yeah. This is a laser.
Nice. Sounds like a laser.
As usual, the laser's not as good as the spread shot.
Well, that's just tradition. The weight of tradition. So the part of the genesis of this idea was we were watching Arcade Pit. I didn't do that on purpose, but the genesis of the idea. We were watching Arcade Pit, and we were seeing weird Genesis games on Arcade Pit, right? Fucking, what's it called? Bad Omen / Devilish. Things of that nature. So, Robocop 3 is based on the 1993 film of the same name. And I guess they just had really early access to the script if it was originally came out on the Amiga in 1991? December of 1991, but still.
Huh, yeah. Now, I know that there were changes made, I believe, from the Miller script.
Okay.
Like, he was unhappy with it, and there was a comic book miniseries he did, which was basically...
this is if they hadn't fucked up my Robocop script?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think was less racist than most Frank Miller stuff. Not zero racist, but less racist. Don't quote me on that.
Well, 91... I want to say maybe I'm wrong about this, but my impression is he didn't get really, at least really.
What the hell is this shit?
That's fucked. He didn't get really explicitly racist. He I don't want to say he wasn't racist, but he was keeping it inside better until later in his career. Right? There was a period where he was like at least pretending to be house trained.
Okay, now let's see what happens if I make the foolishness of choosing hard.
Like, so there's one of those robots every 10 feet. You are doing a lousy job of fighting that robot. Okay, apparently Wikipedia is not great about this. It seems like what's actually happening here is that there are multiple different video games called Robocop 3, and Wikipedia is talking about them as though they are all the same game and or ports of the same game.
Yeah, they do that. I found that out when I was looking at Pitfall.
The Digital Image Design version, which is the one that came out in December 1991, consists of 5 different game segments that include driving, shooting enemies to rescue hostages, hand-to-hand combat, flying a jetpack, and battling a robot ninja. The Sega Genesis version is a shoot-'em-up platform game based on the SNES version. It does have an extra level, and also an extra weapon. Only in the Genesis version can you use the flamethrower, which I guess is at least, I was going to say it seems like not maybe a police weapon, but you have to admit it is very in line with this sort of a Verhoeven-ness.
Yeah.
In a Verhoeven movie, yes, the police would absolutely use a flamethrower.
Can you give me another number, please?
Yeah, you don't think this number's good enough. I get it. I see how it is. Well, if I were to give you another number, if I were to just like pause for a moment and pull it out of the ether. I'm getting a message. 437. Somewhere in that neighborhood.
Staying in the 400s, 437. All right, you know what? We're going to skip out on Phantasy Star
Phantasy Star is a great game. Not appropriate to the task. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Hey, Amabel,
I already know Phantasy Star.
You want to just play Phantasy Star 4? What if we said fuck this and the rest of the stream was just us playing Phantasy Star 4?
Phantasy Star 4 isn't on my list.
What? But that's a
1, 2, and 3 are.
But that's a good video game. I mean, shit. I have access to Phantasy Star 4. I can get us Phantasy Star 4.
Do you want to play Phantasy Star 4?
What if 457?
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's keep in with the theme at least.
Okay, that's worrying.
1 moment.
That's a very worrying thing for you to have said out loud.
1 moment while I.
The birds outside are being extremely unprofessional during this stream, and I apologize to everyone. What a bunch of freaking loudmouths. You ever think about birds?
I do.
Okay. I was prepared for you to say no, and then I was going to say me neither very loudly, so that the birds would hear it and their feelings would be hurt.
All right, here you go.
The SNES version of Robocop 3, which is essentially the version you're playing, was criticized for its difficulty, including the player having to restart the level from the beginning after dying. Also criticized the poor collision detection, the animation, the sprites, the quote appalling sound effects, the lack of variation. People were very down on that SNES, the version that you played, basically.
Okay.
Brett Allen Weiss of All Game criticized the SNES version for its lack of originality, ingenuity, and creativity. Also criticized Robocop for being slow and awkward to maneuver, stating that while the character moves slowly in the films, a cumbersome, unwieldy protagonist rarely makes for a good character in an action game. I mean, that's a whole... Okay.
I mean, there's never been a good Robocop game.
Oh, no. This game's about a zombie, Amabel.
It looks like... I'm in suspense. Oh, okay.
Well, if I'm guilty, I'm dead. Doesn't that just make me the same as the Punisher? Oh, shit. Amabel, are you gonna be Punisher or Nick Fury? What a surprise. Stage 1, back to the war. This isn't the war, this is Streets of Rage. You can't fool me. I played Streets of Rage too. And then the Punisher gobbled down an entire pizza. Boy, that was missing from the Netflix show. That bit where he stops between executing police officers to just jam an entire large pizza down his face.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Cat of Ninetails says, I heard the recent Robocop game was quite good. That might be true. I don't know. How recent is the recent Robocop game? I can't even think of. The last Robocop game I remember... Oh, what do you think of that meaty comic book fonted blam there?
That's pretty good.
The last RoboCop game I remember is the one that was attached to the 2012 RoboCop reboot. The one where he has the red visor.
Yeah,
I believe I remember people saying that game was not good. But there probably is a RoboCop game that is more recent than the one from 15 years ago. Fake Alex Blue says, hey, I feel as though Punisher and RoboCop have some thematic similarities. Well, see, that's a tricky thing to say, because Punisher's been... There have been a lot of different authors behind the Punisher, you know?
Yeah.
And I would say that even for a character who is...
Jesus!
Amabel, that was sick. You just turn around and punch that knife out of the air. Even for a character who's kind of one note, I suppose, you really can say a variety of things with Frank Castle, depending on how you write and operate him. Hell, even the simple act of Frank Castle wanting to shoot Captain America in the chest with a sniper rifle can have a variety of different meanings depending on the context. Oh shit. Wow.
Oh.
Scully got access to that good HRT. Holy shit. Looking strong, brother. Where do these guys get battle axes?
I don't know. I have one now, though.
Did they like stop off in Castlevania on the way here?
Oh, that's my battle axe.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the weapons survive melee very long. I do appreciate, though, that there's a counter. When you pick it up, it tells you how many swings it's good for. So you don't have to guess. You can know when it is time to throw it. Because if there's one thing that Frank Castle should know, it's when stuff is going to break over a guy's head.
Oh.
Okay, so in 2023, there was a Robocop game called Robocop Rogue City that apparently is supposed to be pretty good. At least okay. I don't think I heard about this at all.
Yep, no, give me the pipe. Damn it. Ah.
Lazuli points out that they could have performed a museum heist to get a hold of the battle axes. I'm always a big fan of the two-layered crime. So it looks like you have grenades.
I don't know how to use them. Oh, well, I just used one.
That was pretty sick.
I don't know how I did that.
Maybe you can only do it while jumping. Fake Alex Blue says, spare a thought for the poor bus driver. Okay, interesting. You score a point for every item that you picked up or used. You get points for every grenade you have left over, but you also get points for every grenade you used. Thanks and goodbye. Thanks and goodbye.
Oh.
I like the way that you were holding that guy. You were gripping him so hard that he was phasing in and out of two different realities. So this drain pipe leads to his swimming pool? This drain pipe that's like several men. Okay. So it looked like you could have gotten an entire synchronized swimming squad up that. Is that just at the bottom of that pool?
I guess so.
Is his pool less of a pool and more of a well? Just a well with a ladder? I suppose that's the thing people don't really do, isn't it? It's just you find a nice location for a well, and then at the top you just kind of like dig the top part out a bunch in every direction so that it is the shape and size of a pool.
All right.
I will say that I'm not like the world's foremost expert in hand-to-hand combat, but I do not understand the Punisher's I don't know what to call it, this retention stance that he's using with his axe. Where he's holding the axe in one hand and then still like has a boxing guard up. Oh shit. What is happening?
I don't know.
Mizuki is terrifying. Oh, okay. Apparently Mizuki does not teleport, but rather simply becomes invisible, and you absolutely can just punch him out of it. Oh,
Jesus.
That's hot ninja magic.
Midori. Okay, I don't know how I did that, but I did.
Now it says Julie or J Very up there. That was weird. You're doing kind of like a weird Batman thing where you're intentionally like avoiding guns most of the time. The game's forcing you into having a gun every once in a while.
I don't know how to switch on the gun.
It's like, you're the goddamn Punisher, bitch.
Yeah, there should be a lot. I assume there'd be a lot more shooting in a Punisher game. And a lot less punching.
Yeah, it's not the Punisher. You can't see my face, but on a scale from 1 to 720, how proud do you think I am of the Punisher?
A lot.
It's no punch clops. Are you gonna help these people?
Maybe.
No, you're the Punisher. You don't know who these fuckers are. They might also be, nefarious types. Drop some grenades in this room. And let God sort them out.
Oh, I need a double jump to drop a grenade.
Whoa.
Okay, well then I could have
the cell door.
I can't scroll back.
Yeah, that one lady's just gone. Oh shit. Luis Alegre has your number. You can tell he's important because he gets a full name. Or is he Red Lamp? Yeah, he's Red Lamp. Luis Alegre is the guy with the suit. So what do you think about the fact that we've been doing this for approximately 20 minutes and you've already happened across 2 beat-em-ups where you get to use a flamethrower on people in melee combat?
I mean, it definitely gives me a sense of the era.
Yeah. Does this say something about the 90s, about the Genesis, about who we were as children? Punisher 1993 beat-em-up game.
This is also 1993. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew. All Genesis games came out in 1993.
I mean, a lot of them did.
Cornflake says it looks like a repurposed fire extinguisher. I think it's supposed to be like some kind of fuel tank that's just been what the Bruno? What the Bruno indeed. Holy fuck. Okay, so that's the Guardroid. Welcome to the Guardroid, everybody. This would seem to be a place for grenades to me.
I know. I'm trying to get them to work, but they're not working.
Somebody sold the Punisher some bum grenades. Can you imagine the audacity? You're going to short Frank Castle on a munitions deal? I want to put a couple of phrases out here for you. I don't want to influence you too much.
Yeah.
I do love a good boss flash. Oh look, you can throw them from the ground.
Somehow.
Mixed reviews. Another phrase. Commercial failure.
Okay.
But how are you feeling about this relative to the Robocop game?
Oh, this is. I mean, first of all, this is from Capcom, and Capcom's never made a bad game, right?
That's what they say. That's what they say about them.
Acclaim, on the other hand, has never made a good game, or Accolade, whichever one it was. So
you don't even know. You spent all that time. There's a major drug deal going down at the harbor tonight. Better kill everybody. Oh shit! This is actually what he was. I should write for the Punisher. The trenchcoat guy's name is Trench.
Yeah, I would say this is not the greatest game. I mean, it's a beat 'em up, right? And most of them are not great, but...
Now, when you say it's not the greatest game, are you taking into account that you can just pull out a pistol and fucking annihilate a half dozen dudes with it? Oh. Because I feel like this is the thing that most beat 'em ups are missing, is that you you should be able to just not do fist fighting because guns are a thing.
I love barrel turkey. Barrel chicken's like...
Barrel chicken's a classic, for sure.
It's better than wall chicken.
How do you feel about full large pizza just laying on the ground? Where does that fall in the hierarchy?
I mean that feels. It's very Ninja Turtle coded for me, but I mean I'll take it. I mean, as far as Capcom beat 'em ups, this is not on the same level of some of their because they also did did they not also do like the Simpsons and the X-Men one, or is that someone else? The arcade games, I mean.
Yeah. Simpsons video game was... I think it was a Konami game, wasn't it?
Okay.
Yes. Yes, it was. I only knew that because I very recently watched a video, a YouTube video about the Simpsons game.
Do a lot of throwing. Yeah, so I'm gonna go a little bit further in this, and then you can give me another number. But this is.
You will eventually fight the Kingpin, but not before you have to take on Jigsaw.
Oh, I fucking hate Jigsaw.
Oh, there he is. He heard you. I have to say, this is a different depiction. I was expecting little dude on his bike.
That guy's name is Billy. That's not Jigsaw. Those are different people.
I'm surprised by your vehemence. Also, Billy's not a person. Although, I will have you know that Jigsaw's name is William Billy Russo, also known as Billy the Beaut, on account of his physical attractiveness, right up until, you know, the thing happened.
You know who I wish would show up here? Doesn't get a lot of play anymore are the Enforcers. You know the Enforcers, the Spider-Man mob villains from the 60s?
I don't know.
There were 3 of them. There was Ox, who was a big guy.
Sure.
Fancy Dan, who had a lariat.
Mm-hmm. And then the Clamps.
And then there was a third guy. I don't remember his name.
Clamps.
But
he's greasing up his.
He wasn't Clamps. But as far as like colorful mobster guys, I think they. I think that's.
Throw that bitch off the dock.
Here's the thing about Jigsaw, the Punisher villain.
Yeah.
How is he alive? Punisher, you're doing a bad job. Your whole deal.
Whoa. You think it has anything to do with that?
With Pretty Boy?
Putting an enemy named Pretty Boy in the same level as Jigsaw is fucked up. That's a real affront to Jigsaw's whole situation. But with him being a formerly beautiful man. Pretty legs. Oh god.
Oh no, there's more of them.
You got blown up by the pretty legs. I like their extremely goofy attacks. I like how Mr. Fantastic these guys are. Why do
I take damage when I do that move? I don't know.
Yeah, and I guess you flicker when you do your sweep because it's like a super move. I guess it is true. It is like well established since the Turtles beat 'em ups that like the desperation move that hits the move that hits people on both sides of you is a super powerful weapon that can be like desperation coded, but they've chosen a weird one for the Punisher where it's just like a very, very basic like first week of martial arts sweep, because that doesn't seem like the kind of thing that should really be physical exertion for frank I punched 10 guys to death today castle. You know, it's like his whole fucking. But maybe he's got a hip flexor problem. You know, he's got some of that same shit that I got.
I will say that the scrolling in this is quite bad. Like,
okay,
I would, right. Yeah. Like the stuff that gets caught off screen and I can't advance unless I move a particular way. Wait, what? Okay, no, I'm not supposed to go there. This is like a little. All right.
Oh no.
Oh, Bonebreaker. So this is a member of an X-Men villain team, the Reavers, which are evil cyborgs.
Oh, you got him trapped now? Bonebreaker, I don't think you thought this through all the way, buddy.
It would make sense for the Punisher to fight them. I'm not sure if... I haven't read a whole lot of Punisher books, frankly. So I don't know how many characters from other things show up in Punisher, but I guess gun robots seem like a thing that you'd want.
So this one actually was an arcade game first.
That makes sense.
I'm sure the answer is Japan. Sorry, something about this setup of this with the scoreboards just made me think about that. The thing it called to mind immediately for me was that Achewood where Pat asks Nice Pete what it's like to kill someone.
I don't. Oh, wait. Do I have what?
You killed 4 of them. You had a crosshair. The Kingpin has a huge poppy field in Arizona. Can you grow poppies in Arizona? I guess if it's underground. It's all climate controlled. It feels like it's got to be pretty expensive. I like the fact that when you fire the gun, it's hit scan, and when the enemies fire the gun, it shoots like a small metal bean at a speed of about 2 feet per minute.
Yeah.
Lana says, my brain does not like the continuous screen flashes. Yeah, how's that for you, Amabel? I know you have some sensitivity to that sort of thing as well.
It's been okay. One thing is, for me, it's on a pretty small screen that's appropriate to the resolution of the thing. So it's not...
Yeah, because you don't understand how to make things... Yeah. Playing the games on your big monitor at their native resolution. At their native size, even. So I think you have like 2 more full stages left.
Okay, well that's
so
a little
almost as much as you have played.
Yeah, so I think I'm ready for a new number, please.
This port is described as featuring downgraded graphics and sound. It also contains some censorship, including the removal of the most explicit violence, as well as the animation of Nick Fury smoking his cigar. Also, apparently the lady ninjas did not really have clothes on in the arcade version.
Okay.
How about 343?
343. What do we got here? I don't even know what that is. That's exciting.
Okay, interesting. Let's all get ready to discover something horrible, or to discover that Amabel is simply unfamiliar with an extremely popular game that everybody knows and loves. Either one of these things could happen.
The title does make it feel like it's of a piece with Punisher, but I don't think it is. Namco game. All right. Oh, this feels like some arcade shit.
No, I mean this is a pretty. Oh, Marvel Land. Yeah, this is a known quantity. This is you being. I don't know. This one might not be. This one might not be a thing that everybody's familiar with. You gotta read it out loud.
In the land of Coney, they lived in harmony. In the middle of this land towered the large mountain named Peace.
Yeah.
Atop Peace is Coney's greatest attraction, the amusement park Marvel Land. Coneyans visit the park for the thrill and excitement of the rides. Since the beginning of time, the park has been protected by the fairies. Shit, until the evil mole became king of the underdwellers, not content with just ruling the underworld. Semicolon.
There's more. Hold on.
He ordered his minions, that's not how a semicolon works, to take over the most important territory, Marvel Land.
Because it's the
Look at that guy. Look at his little fist. King Mole used his powers to imprison the guardian fairies.
Cornflakes is getting some serious bad vibes here.
Inside crystal balls. Thus completing his conquest of Marvel Land.
Makes sense to me. Chase your enemies, put them in a ball. Those are classic video game maneuvers.
Prince Talmot. Princess Wondra has been captured. King Mole has taken Marvel Land. That's a comma splice. The princess held by that rat face? It's a mole. It's different. We'll see about that.
I love the punctuation has been all the fuck over the place, and I really love you stopping to point out just the one comma splice. Check that shit out. Welcome to Richard Scarry's Nightmare.
Okay. Well, I was trying to push it, but that didn't.
So I'm learning about something fascinating here.
It's so slippy.
No, that's Star Fox.
So,
you're thinking about Star Fox here.
Okay, but you're familiar with this game, you said. You played this?
Yeah, well, I've never played it. I've never been so lucky as to play it. But I do know about Marvel Land because it's famously fucking weird garbage. But I looking it up on the internet so that I could talk about it with you has led me down a rabbit hole of just truly bizarre Japanese cultural stuff.
Okay. Okay, now this pushes. What? I don't know what that did.
Now, you may have thought that would make you immune to a flying pirate hat, but it does not, in fact. Yeah, the Wikipedia article for this game is a magical place where you can learn so many bizarre things. For one thing, apparently the prince's name is Paco in the Japanese version. You did it. Remember when that was a level? Remember that when video games worked like that? So, at the end of the regular outside levels, Paco must jump through a huge target to earn between 100 and 7650 points. Did you notice that was the number on the bullseye?
Yeah.
If you hit dead center, you get 7,650 points. Do you know why?
No.
Because that is Namco's Goro Owase number.
I don't know what that is.
I didn't either. I've never heard of this this practice before. But you know, Japanese is a pretty limited number of phonemes. You know, there's only because of the number of sounds that they use and the way they combine them, the pretty strict way they combine them. There's only there's a pretty small number of total syllables available in the language. So a lot of things are pronounced, a lot of things are homophones with other things. Or I should say a lot of things are homophones with a lot of other things. And so apparently, Goro Owase refers to phonetic matching. It refers to basically like taking the pronunciation of a thing and replacing the meaning with another thing that has the same pronunciation.
Okay.
So apparently Namco and the way you would pronounce 7,650 have things in common. I'm assuming that it's the longer version of Namco's name that is being used there. But while reading about the practice of doing this, I discovered that if you say the first 9 digits of pi in Japanese, you know, san, i, shi, i, ko, you know, blah, blah, blah. Apparently, it sounds like the phrase, an obstetrician faces toward a foreign country.
Sick.
Same set of syllables. So that's your fascinating Japanese fact.
Look at this.
This is pretty wild. That's a pretty wild power-up.
Is it safe?
You found a warp. Amabel, you might be amazing at Marvel. Oh, never mind.
That was.
Never mind, you're fucking dead. No, you can't jump on the fireball. Why would you try to jump on a fireball?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That looked like a bridge.
Lazuli points out that unsurprisingly, this is a big part of Japanese comedy. You know, a lot of Japanese wordplay. Yeah, these dragon wings seem bananas.
Damn it. Alright, this is not getting as long as the Punisher did, to be clear.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay. The article about numeric substitution in Japanese is, I said the word rabbit hole earlier. I would like to use the phrase cesspit now. Cesspool, perhaps. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that Figment-looking dragon. That's where the fireball came from.
Okay.
How do you feel about Figment? Are you pro? Don't land on it.
Figment's okay.
100. Amabel, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that you kind of suck at Marvel Land.
Yeah. The music is oof.
Marvel Land appears as the setting of one of the chapters in the 2015 Nintendo 3DS game, Project X Zone 2.
What?
The game's party ends up visiting the park due to the park's name being confused with Marvel Land from Valkyrie no Boken Toki no Kagi Densetsu.
I don't understand any of what you just said.
Well, apparently there is another video game that also has a theme park in it called Marvel Land. And when the characters in Project X Zone 2 tried to go to that one, they accidentally go to this one. I don't know what Project X Zone 2 is, but I do see both.
Are these both
I do
Namco
see
games?
both Kazuya and Phoenix Wright on the cover of it, so it's something fucked. Sorry, the Wikipedia page tells me that they would like me to pronounce it Project Cross Zone 2, but if they would like me to pronounce it that way, they can spell it that way.
What?
So okay, the Project Cross Zone games are a crossover between Namco and Capcom.
That is a baseball fly.
Yeah, that's Amabel. You do not throw a fit when you have to deal with a charging chuck. You can let them have this.
That's fair. Okay, please continue.
That's not even the weirdest thing that's on screen right now. But apparently these Project X Zone games are big crossovers between Namco and Capcom, and they just jam together a bunch of IP. You know, Namco loves to do that. Namco loves to play with their IP ball. I think more than a lot of video game companies. And you know, I say that in sort of a disparaging way. I say that in a little bit of a let's all lament the Space Jam 2 of it kind of way. But I will say we have gotten some things that I like very much because of Namco's desire to build this sort of like.
Wait, what? What am I supposed to do there?
You got to jump over the sign.
That looks like a background element.
It did look like a background element. That's absolutely true. I guess you can see that it is coming up from the track. So
there is a game where I want to say it involves Dig Dug and Mr. Driller and also King from Tekken.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about the game where they all go to high school and fuck each other?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was saying before you got completely railed, or derailed, I suppose. The Namco's all the characters at Cartoon Network work together and have the same cafeteria approach to their IP. Has led to a couple of things that I actually really like. That dating sim not so much being one of them, but that animated series, the Mappy animated series.
Yeah, I
think is a good example.
Hey, give me another number, baby.
Where Mappy and Dig Dug are pals. What about 535? My process apparently is incapable of generating a number where the middle digit is not 3.
All right, this I haven't played this one before, so this will be interesting.
Fake Alex Blue points out the advertising on this monorail is a bit aggressive. You know, do you want to know what you want to know why I was familiar with Marvel Land?
What's that?
Because it used to be on Nick Arcade. It was a frequent challenge game available on Nick Arcade. Oh shit. Sonic 3: Sonic the Hedgehog. Amabel, what's your history with everybody's favorite blue hedgehog?
I played the first Sonic game, and I also have played Sonic the Hedgehog 2008. and Sonic Spinball.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2008.
Yeah, it was 2008, wasn't it?
Are you talking about the weird one where he kisses that girl?
I think so.
Okay, that's Sonic 06.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because we must be very respectful of the Sonic canon. I do not need a bunch of fucking Sonic the Hedgehog fans running up in here and getting the way they get about things.
Oh, no, that's not right. I'm not very good at these games, I don't think. Okay, hang on.
So I have to admit, I do not have the most familiarity with this one. I played the heck out of the first two. I kind of think that I miss the old Sonic sprites.
Yeah.
Not to just mindlessly regurgitate every opinion that Jeff Gerstmann has, but I do kind of feel like they fucked up when they redrew the sprites for Sonic 3.
Oh, power up.
Yeah, so I think with the different shields, there's like a bunch of different elemental shields in this game, and I think if you hit jump again while you're in the air, they do stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nearly impaled yourself at a very high speed there.
Thank you, Tails.
It is so weird to me that you pick the thing up and the first thing you do isn't immediately find out what the functionality is. So a fascinating little window into the difference between our...
Okay, hang on, how do I do it this way? Yeah, all right.
Okay, it's like a stomp. My assumption would be that you probably can't drown while you're in this.
There is like an air thing in at least in the first Sonic game, right?
Yes.
I think it's as far as I got. Was the underwater level in the first one. I never completed. I think I definitely played the casino level. Everyone loves the casino level.
Okay, people. The arrival of Sonic the Hedgehog has lit up chat a little bit. So Fake Alex Blue says, my history with Sonic the Hedgehog is trying really hard to rent the TV series in order from the Blockbuster as a kid, being largely unsuccessful. I'm assuming that that's the... So there were two Sonic cartoons that were running...
The silly one and the...
That were running concurrently, right?
Yeah, there was the kind of adventure one, and then there was the
like the serious one with Princess Sally, and then the really cartoony one. So I'm assuming that's referring to the more serious one, because I can't imagine there's a ton of continuity in the other one. I will admit, I was very into that serious one. That was extremely my shit. I would be very hesitant to go back and watch any of it now for fear that I might be physically wounded by the embarrassment. In general, I say, cringing is weakness. Kill not the thing that makes you cringe, but the part of you that cringes. But also, I do think there are limits You know?
Yeah.
The human body can only take so much.
Okay, well, that's the wrong way then. Okay. So what do I... Over here? No.
Lazuli says, I binged Sonic Underground one summer with friends. 3 main characters, one of which is a girl, and all of them voiced by Jaleel White, with the budget of a hot dog cart. Fascinating. There has been some Sonic media over the years.
Okay. So it looks like we're going...
There's an original song in every episode. It's like the Donkey Kong cartoon.
God damn it. Can you tell that story while I do this platforming at the time you made me watch the Donkey Kong cartoon and why?
I didn't. That never happened. I was teaching you about Hagane. The video game Hagane. You seem to have forgotten or maybe become confused. With your advanced age, it's to be expected. But you were learning about the video game Hagane.
Whoa! I surprised that word.
Don't like that sprite. You already had a perfectly good hanging over the edge sprite, you know?
I mean, you know what? It's better than the work in the 3D ones, though. This is like an auto running, but I can run a little faster if I hold the button. Tails?
Poor Tails is getting firebombed like Dresden over there. Is that too soon? I feel bad having said that. I'd like to erase that one from the record, please.
Man, I want to watch Slaughterhouse 5 now.
You want to watch Slaughterhouse 5?
The movie Slaughterhouse 5.
This is your optimal engagement with Slaughterhouse 5?
The bombing of Dresden?
Well, I mean, watching what I assume is a film adaptation.
No, so I read the book many times.
Okay.
I had a huge Vonnegut phase, and there's a lot of Vonnegut books that I just absolutely love. My favorite, Happy Birthday, Wanda June, I think is one of his plays. I think is quite good. Mm-hmm. But anyway, the film actually is like quite interesting. I think as a work of adaptation. Haven't watched it in quite some time, but they. There's a way in which the book is difficult to. A lot of Vonnegut books are difficult to adapt, but I think they did. I think probably the one that does the best job. It's only better than the Breakfast of Champions with Bruce Willis.
Do not go over there, Amabel Holland. Learn. Oh wow, okay. Great work, Tails. Way to sacrifice yourself for the cause. Tails is the greatest hero of our time. You are absolutely just getting carried.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Tails, no. He can't handle the moral ambiguity of his actions.
Who's this fucker?
Oh gosh, who's this incredibly cool guy?
That's not a cool thing to do.
Welcome to the Hydrocity Zone. That refers to the speed that Sonic can move while underwater.
I see. Wait, what did I do? What? So here's my big problem with Sonic levels.
Yeah.
Is that I can't ever fucking tell where I am or where I'm going. Like there's.
This, in my opinion, this is much worse in Sonic 3 than it is in the first 2 games.
Wait, what's going on?
You're drowning.
Oh.
You're drowning, and you're giving everybody in the chat a fucking panic attack. I assume.
I'm sorry.
Because you apparently never dealt with it, but for the people, for most people our age,
I played the first game and I forgot how that works.
For most people our age, that triggers a real panic response.
Well, I played Nintendo games mostly. You know what Mario doesn't do in most games? Drown.
That's true. But Sonic does what Nintendo don't, famously, and that is depict the mascot character dying slowly of asphyxiation. I can't believe that the invincibility doesn't, like, the fact that the cooldown starts as soon as the invincibility ends. Go to the left. The water. You see the water bubbles?
No, I don't.
Like those. They're there. So there's no, not right there. Those are the oxygen escaping from your lungs as you asphyxiate.
Okay.
There's little bubble elements in the environment that if you hang out near them will release an oxygen bubble. But it's fucking insane to me that the invincibility doesn't, like, when you end the invincibility, it should start you at that moment as though your lungs are full.
Yeah.
That's what a bad implementation. You need a new number. You need a new number. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot take: Sonic 3? Not actually. Sonic 3 is a much worse game than Sonic 2 is what I will say. And I think that the way you feel about that fully corresponds to how likely you are to have a Sonic OC. All right, 116. How about that? Not that I'm talking shit about Cold Steel the Hedgehog or anything.
Okay.
I would hate for him to teleport behind me.
I don't know what this is. That's fun.
Let's see if we get one that's a mystery to me as well.
This actually might be based on a movie. Now that I think about it,
all right,
there's a movie with that title, but maybe it's not. I don't know. We'll find out.
My Dinner with Andre. Sony. Oh, this is for sure an adaptation of the film. Got to be.
Dark Game Lives 3. Okay, well, I have 7 lives.
Would you like to have 3 or 7? These are your choices. So,
Please
of course.
help. We're stranded. We were hiking and lost our bearings. The winds are too strong to get a chopper up there. You'll have to rescue them on foot.
Yeah, so this is for those who do not remember, Cliffhanger, the film Cliffhanger. This is a Sylvester Stallone vehicle in which he is the strongest man in the world and must climb a mountain real good.
Okay.
For saving people or whatever.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Screenplay by Sylvester Stallone and Michael France. Directed by Rennie Harlin.
Is it a good movie?
Directed by Rennie Harlin, known for directing such brilliant films as Deep Blue Sea and Cutthroat Island.
Yep, Cutthroat Island was a big disaster for him. That did not.
So I don't know if that suggests anything to you about the quality of the film.
Yeah, no, it does. It does. I need to get that money to save Hal. I just hope I can get it to it before they do.
He was also the director of a film called The Strangers, Chapter 1, which, as you well know, is the 3rd film in the Strangers film series.
I did not know that. What is the Strangers film series?
Don't worry about it. That was also, just a joke. A joke for people who are familiar with the Strangers movies about the stupid way they're named. He directed Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master, which is certainly not Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Yeah, no, that's the one where all characters from Nightmare on Elm Street 3 die in the beginning.
Yeah.
just say fuck you to everyone who liked that movie and the characters.
Yeah, he's like, actually, everything that they went through was nonsense. The skeleton won in the end.
Yeah, here's my hot take. In a slasher film, if you survive, they don't bring you back to kill you in the next one. Just give me a new set of characters or something.
But how else are you going to establish that actually Freddy is forever and the most?
I mean, by the way he comes back. Okay, wait, what?
You're a professional cliffhanger. Cliffhang it. Yeah.
Okay.
Shouldn't you have sleeves?
I assume this would be more of like.
Do your enemies also not have sleeves?
Yeah. I didn't want to. I don't want to say I wanted this to be more like Celeste, but I was assuming there'd be more like climbing of mountains.
Can you imagine the Celeste film adaptation starring Sylvester Stallone?
You know what my favorite Sylvester Stallone story is?
I don't, but I'm so interested in hearing it.
So he was in a movie called Fist, which was about a loosely based on Jimmy Hoffa type union organizer. It was like a drama, like a serious drama. It was kind of a mess, not a really good film, but and Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah, I would imagine in any movie titled Fist, there are going to be some things that are pretty loose.
I believe it was an anagram for whatever the name of the union was. Jimmy Hoffa, famously, probably dead. Can't make that up. Okay. And so that's how the movie was supposed to end. And he told the director, like, what if he doesn't die? And the director's like, well, that's kind of the whole point. But yeah, we could bring him back for a sequel. And he was like, Sylvester, no one's going to want to see a sequel to a movie about a union organizer. Okay, I can't actually move any further? Okay, I get here and it stops.
Yeah, so you gotta climb, bitch.
Oh, okay.
It's a movie about cliffhanging. Hang on that cliff. Nice. Good form. Your enemies are smart enough to shoot you in the pelvis. Makes their bullets undodgeable.
God damn it.
What they don't know is that Sylvester Stallone can get so hard that he will simply thrust his way through the rock.
I can't attack this guy or anything? Okay. Doing this as fast as I can.
Just drill yourself through the rock with your... Okay. So... Carol Co. Pictures had originally signed Sylvester Stallone to appear opposite John Candy in a comedy about feuding neighbors titled Bartholomew vs. Neff, which was going to be written and directed by John Hughes. That's the first sentence in the production section of the Cliffhanger Wikipedia article.
Okay. I don't know how I'm supposed to do anything here.
Is there a button you can press to like leap at the cost of some stamina? Dramatically leap to the side.
I'm not seeing that. Oh, let's just try to be at the beginning. Well, okay. Can you tell us about the production of Cliffhanger?
It does seem like this game sucks. Yeah. So Bartholomew versus Neff fell through, and then I guess Stallone was on contract. He still had to be in some movies for Carol Co.
Yeah.
And so they got him on this shit. They tried to rope him into a futuristic science fiction horror film called Isobar, which is about a genetically created monster who breaks free on a high-speed runaway train. Ridley Scott and Roland Emmerich were attached, as well as Joel Silver, Kim Basinger, and then everybody involved with the project decided that it sucked at the same time and wanted out. And everybody else was allowed to leave, but Stallone was under contract, so he had to be like, well, okay, what else? What else you got for me? And so this is how he got attached to this. This article really goes into a lot of detail. So apparently Carolco was undergoing some serious debt issues. And so this movie was made on not as much money as they would have liked, and Stallone apparently did not really receive a lot of payment. Cliffhanger is in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the costliest aerial stunt ever performed. So that's something. Apparently there's a part where a guy skydives from a plane into a different plane.
Okay.
And they had to pay, they had to pay him $1 million extra on top of his normal fee for him to do it. The stuntman was like, this is fucking, no, this is too much. I understand what profession I'm in, but even so. Also, they had to use doubles extensively for Stallone, to the point where they had to have multiple Sylvester Stallone doubles standing by, because apparently he has a crippling fear of heights and could not participate in most of the climbing related scenes.
Oh no!
Oh, nice.
Well, now I feel bad.
I just feel like maybe they shouldn't have made this movie.
So none of my buttons do anything.
Michael Rooker's in it.
What? No, you can't just. Fuck you.
Cliffhanger faster. Yeah, this game really it throws a variety of challenges at you. You have to give it that. There's a lot of different problems that John Cliffhanger has to. John Cliff? His name is probably John Cliff. Oh, or is his name Cliffhanger? Amabel, you're playing.
I think his name is Gabe.
You're in the man's. You think his name is Gabe?
Does say Gabe over his health bar.
I don't know that. I think that might just be like that might just be like a Japanese term.
Can you give me another number, please?
Yeah, I didn't even get to the part about the sequel.
Take me. Oh God, you can tell me.
Lucky number 500.
Why do I know the name? What's the number?
Lucky number 500.
Okay. I don't know what this is. David Why don't they name David Jaffe?
David Jaffe, the Twisted Metal guy?
Oh, maybe. Did David Jaffe work on this video game? Please find out for me after you're done telling me about the sequel.
Okay.
MobyGames.com.
David Jaffe is credited as a tester on Cliffhanger. This is the first thing on his resume.
If I ever talk to him, I'm going to ask him about this game only.
Okay, anyway, the Cliffhanger video game, poor Double Dragon clone, lack of originality, poor controls, tiresome gameplay, below average graphics. You haven't played a single thing that critics have liked yet. Oh, sorry, we played Sonic 3. Oh, shit. This is Saturday Night Slam Masters. Okay, well, this game's a classic.
I guess a single match. I have some people.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have
who are your Saturday Night Slam Masters, Amabel?
Gunlock, Oni, Titan, Stinger.
You stopped reading them out loud.
I guess Stinger.
You just like Amabel Holland.
Yeah.
Why are you pretending not to notice that Mike Hagar is in this game.
Because I don't support Mike Hagar is MAGA. And I don't support him.
Mike Hagar is definitely MAGA, unfortunately. Look at this fucking Guile ass. If he starts holding down back, just leave. Just leave the arena. Okay, he did step on your head there. You gotta hit him with the...
I don't know how to do any of these things.
Okay, do lucha stuff to him. Hit him with that Hurricane Rana. Holy shit, you're vertical.
I don't even know how I did that. I don't know how I am mashing buttons.
Okay, well.
At the moment, because I don't know what the keys are.
Sure.
I try to find out, but
it's a Sega Genesis. There's only 3 buttons.
Yeah. And most of them aren't doing anything. There's a punch. Okay, all right. I mean, I'm fine doing that. I'm not good at this.
Did you know that Cliffhanger was nominated for 3 Academy Awards?
No. Were they for, like, effects or something?
Best sound effects editing, and best visual effects. Unfortunately, it came out in 1993, so it was up against Jurassic Park. And it turns out if you came out the same year as Jurassic Park, you do not, in fact, win best visual effects. Well, you got mastered. Oh no, your beautiful face. This is like very Capcom of this era.
Okay, let's try this again.
His guns are loaded and ready for action. What about your guns, Amabel?
They're.
The answer is you didn't bring any guns.
Are never loaded.
You didn't bring any guns to the wrestling match because you're not a fucking crazy American. Apparently, there was supposed to be a sequel to Cliffhanger, just like a huge number of times.
They probably made a lot of money, right?
Immediately following, of course, they considered, they were going to make Cliffhanger 2, The Dam, with Stallone. Seems like a real missed opportunity to just have Jean-Claude Van Damme in there. That project remained in development hell until 2008. And then shortly after it was officially shelved, it was re-announced. A reimagining of the classic film Cliffhanger, which everyone's very excited about. It would have been. Boy, yeah. And there was another reboot announced in 2015, and then another one in 2019. People have been so excited to make a sequel to or reboot of Cliffhanger for basically the entire time since Cliffhanger came out, which is crazy, because it's just a stupid movie about killing guys while climbing a mountain. This is fucking crazy. Jason Momoa was going to be in it.
And you figure out how to block and how to pin.
Okay, stop walking into the punches. This is how you block. If I had to guess, pin, it's probably C. Wiggle, mash.
It
probably wouldn't help, but it's just the thing you're supposed to do in these sorts of situations.
All right. Give me another number, please.
You don't like Saturday Night Slam Masters?
Apparently not. I don't really like wrestling games generally. I didn't know that's what that was.
Well, it's not really a wrestling game. How about 591? How are you feeling about the Sega Genesis' library at this point? How much are you learning?
It's a
today?
Mixed bag. Let's find out what this is, because I
Cornflake says, wouldn't you want to see Jason Momoa's bareback while he climbs a mountain? Right? Or, I don't know if y'all remember, there's a cliffhanging sequence in Mission Impossible 2 at the very beginning where they managed to devise a creative sequence of handholds so that Tom Cruise could be hanging back. Oh shit, Syndicate. So that Tom Cruise could be hanging back against the mountain, flexing all of his muscles and showing off his face at the same time so that you really knew it was him. Man, I don't Mission Impossible 2 very much. It's a terrible Mission Impossible. It's like a D- Mission Impossible movie, and I would say a B- James Bond movie.
This is a lot of cinematics for the Genesis. It feels like.
Well, this is Syndicate. This is a well-known. It's basically a classic. Check it out. They got you in the Westworld People Printer. So you might have noticed at the beginning of the thing there that this has the Bullfrog Productions logo on it.
Yeah, who are they?
The Bullfrog, producers of many of the most loved strategy games of my youth. Dungeon Keeper. The theme park and theme hospital games. You know. Populous. You ever heard of Populous? That's a Bullfrog.
No. What?
Okay. So it is like a real-time tactics game.
Okay.
So you control a team of agents here. And you got to overcome. Okay, yeah, figure out your buttons real quick.
Oh, okay, hang on. There's a shoot button. All right, I don't know how to. Looks like those are my buddies. I can't get them to move.
Yeah, that's your squad there.
Yeah, I don't know how to make them.
So one thing I will say is that this is absolutely a period.
Mission.
You did not capture the fucking symbiont.
All right.
So this is again the period where it would be expected that you would have read the manual, right?
Yeah. So maybe we're going to pick a different number right away because I can't.
You don't want to read the manual? I'm pulling it up now. I've got it.
Lana says this looks complicated for a Genesis game. Was this not originally a Genesis game?
So Syndicate was a computer game first, obviously.
Okay.
It came out for it was a DOS game, back when. And then it got ported to every damn thing, including the Jaguar, the FM Towns, and of course, the Acorn Archimedes, as you would expect. For you, the future is now, Amabel.
Yeah.
As a young executive in a small European syndicate, you're looking to make your mark. You observe from a control platform in an airship high above the teeming city streets as your agents, controlled by CHIP technology, that's an acronym, spread the shadow of your terror. Equipped with the latest in high-tech weaponry, their cyborg bodies souped up with extra powerful limbs, the best that syndicate money can buy, your finger rests on the pulse of their every reaction. The chips inserted in their necks control IPA, that's intelligence, perception, and adrenaline levels. You saw those 3 bars. With these, you set the degree of an agent's operational independence during missions. So it is a real-time tactics game, but obviously because it's real-time, you're only controlling one body at a time. Each mission takes place among the canyons of concrete and steel, the mazes of streets and sewers that our cities have become. The population goes about its business, moving among the traffic, commuting on trains, rushing to and from work, unaware of the violence about to explode around them. Casualties among the good citizens, in most cases, bring a swift response from local law enforcement. Equip your cyborgs with a special pass, and the police believe they're working with the authorities. They're free to continue the slaughter unhindered. There are over 50 named missions for you to choose between. But before you choose one, you need to develop an overall strategy for world domination. Tactical considerations vital to the ascendancy of your syndicate include the maintenance of an adequate mission budget, the skills and experience built up in the cryo chamber of potential agents, and developing your own maneuvering skills. A syndicate executive must be a master of strategy, assessing a mission environment and planning agent moves. An executive must also have the reflexes of a steroid-addicted sprinter, and a remorseless lust for power to commit acts of gross violence, but sleep soundly at night. You still think you've got what it takes to make it in the Syndicate?
No.
No, you don't? Okay. Well, in that case, how about 271?
All right.
The aim of the game is to spread the dark stain of your Syndicate's color across the surface of the entire globe. And you just were not up for it.
This one I also have never heard of before. We'll see if you've heard of this. So far, you've heard of all of them.
Well, here's the thing. I know about video games. Welcome to the thing we do here on the channel. I know that it's been, for you, easy going so far. Lackadaisically just stumbling through things and going, gee, what's that? But some of us have responsibilities. Oh, shit. Is that Izzy? It is. Do you remember Izzy?
No.
So this is the Olympics. Which Olympics is this? 1996. The 1996 Olympics. They made this little mascot character, and they tried really hard to push him. There was like a fast food endorsements and stuff. You know how Olympians love fast food. So first of all, I am familiar with this particular game, yes. But also this whole character is just like a bizarre
Hurdle
thing.
jump goes farther, but Izzy takes damage. Dizzy can lose a life now. Collects medals to heal Izzy.
Yeah,
no
so
damage.
It unhits you, basically.
Spin attack eliminates enemies without damage. Collects 4 points in health. Recover these.
You know, the Olympic rings.
Use these. Shield.
Find eggs. Why eggs?
Avoid these. One more try. Restart. Morphine. Bonus.
What a way to explain your video game.
The Rain Guardians of the Greek village have hidden their ring to keep Izzy from taking it out of their world on his quest to reach the Olympic Games. That's a sentence.
Why doesn't Izzy just leave it the fuck alone? I love the fact that the Wikipedia page for Izzy the mascot starts by calling him a blue slug-like blob. Take that, Izzy. It was unveiled at the closing ceremony of the 1992 Summer Olympics in Barcelona to widespread ridicule and continued to be mocked throughout its period of public usage. That about comports with my memory of the period, yes.
Yeah, I have no
You don't remember Izzy at all?
No.
They tried so hard to push him. I think that it may have been, like, the idea may have been that he would be a persistent Olympic mascot or something.
I mean, I could have told them that wasn't right.
But it just did not work. They spent years trying to push him between 1992 and 1996, and it just never landed. Because it is a thing. Like, there are Olympic, mascots and symbols and stuff developed for every Olympics, of course.
I did not know that.
Yeah, don't you remember the 2012? I'm not going to say controversy. I guess I'll say the posters holiday with the 2012 Olympics, where the 2012 symbol thing kind of looked like Lisa Simpson giving head?
No, I don't. You might need to share that with me and or the viewer.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull that up. Let me just dial that one up on the computer.
Oh, this is abysmal. And
so yeah, it is fully just, you know, one of these, right? It's not really doing anything interesting.
The music makes it sound like someone made up a fake DOS platformer for a movie, for a specific movie. That's what it feels like to me. This feels like a fake DOS platformer. Oh, great voice work! Just what I want.
You got an Olympic torch. It's a whole thing.
Just a flag doesn't do anything. Oh, there's an egg. Famous Olympic eggs.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the egg thing is about. I don't know how that ties into the whole theme.
Oh, there's another. Okay. Jesus. Nope, missed it. Ah, oh, boy. Did you find the thing to show the viewers yet?
Oh yeah, I have it. I'm looking at the reception section of the Wikipedia page for Izzy, which begins, Izzy was immediately and continuously unpopular.
Why is his name Izzy?
Well, originally his name was Hi-Rez, because he was a CG character, and that was a big deal in 1991/2 when he was kind of like being first developed. But everybody hated that name, and so they started calling him What's It with a Z, because that's cool. Because kids love a Z. And then everybody still hated that, so they were like, "Well, we're gonna have to get a second Z in there. What name can we give him? Where we'll be able to use two Z's." And I think that's how they settled on it.
I've lost my my get up and going, so I'm down here. I don't. It's so confusing.
10 years after the games, the Atlanta Olympic Committee 10 years after the games, the Atlanta Olympic Committee's public relations head, Dick Yarbrough, defended Izzy in an interview, noting the disproportionate criticism he felt it received compared to more legitimate issues like the deadly terrorism attack. "At least Izzy wasn't responsible for the park bombing," he said. I guess, okay. Man. I guess. Matt Groening once publicly called Izzy a bad marriage of the Pillsbury Doughboy and the ugliest California raisin.
That's pretty good. All right, yeah. So I'm definitely gonna need you to give me a different number. I can't with this.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want you to just I'm gonna send you this image, and then I'm gonna put it up on the screen.
Okay.
So this is the 2012 Olympics logo.
No, you can't do that.
And like I said, apparently the people who made it never saw this, but the moment it was on the internet, people were immediately like, "That's Lisa Simpson sucking a dick." Yeah, I mean, I have to agree that is Lisa Simpson sucking a dick. So, anyway, as far as new numbers go, how do you feel about 194?
194. I don't know this one.
Chat, feel free to weigh in on whether or not you see the thing, but I feel like it's pretty obvious. Lazuli says it's a cheeky reference to what goes on in the Olympic Village around the clock. I have to imagine, right? If you're an Olympic athlete and you're surrounded by all those other Olympic athletes, yeah, like, right? There has to be so much fucking. It's got to be crazy. Some really athletic fucking. The Fairy Tale Adventure. Hey, Amabel, great news. You found one that I'm not familiar with. You did it.
Well, it's designed by Talon. Programmed by Joe Pierce. Graphic by Talon, Alison Hershey, Bonita Long Hemsoff, Ernie Potvin, and music score by Talon.
Feels like Talon.
Trademark from Micro Illusions Incorporated.
Press start to play Talon's brilliant work of genius here.
Once upon a time, there lived 3 brothers in a small village in the land of home. The eldest brother, Julian, was bravest of the 3. Philip, the second brother, was lucky and clever.
Also kind of a twink.
Yeah, no, I was about to say.
Real, like, soft butch vibes.
Gentle and kind was the youngest brother, Kevin.
Oof. That's a very sort of like backhanded compliment. Oh, well, he's kind, you know?
Rescue the talisman was the mayor's plea. Only the talisman can protect our village from the I couldn't read that.
I don't know if you need to. Welcome to Tambry. It was morning. This is your knife. Well, welcome to your knife.
Okay, this is my action. Doing looks around but discovered nothing. Okay, hang on, let me. Alright, so these are all my different actions.
I'm going to turn the volume down on this because I'm already getting a headache. That's so much music.
Just because I'm in the... Okay.
So, we kind of blew past it on account of having to talk about Izzy and also Lisa Simpson a little bit. But that Izzy's quest for the Olympic rings was put out by US Gold. Infamous for the many, many garbage projects they have released, including, of course, the infamous Silver Box D&D game, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons: Heroes of the Lance.
Oh shit!
What is okay. Julian was hit and killed. Amabel, you let them kill Julian.
Dead. Okay, well,
okay, here comes a fairy. Here comes a fairy. Okay. Maybe you should have given that guy some alms.
Oh, shit.
Pretty cool skeleton.
Okay.
Well, the second one fucked you up pretty bad.
Yeah.
What was this game called again?
The Fairy Tale Adventure. Can you look this up? Because I want to know.
I am currently trying to do that. A 1987 action role-playing game designed by David Joyner, who I guess was going by an alias at the time.
I turned off the sound.
Okay, it is an Amiga game. It was supposed to be the first game in a long series, but the company went bankrupt because this game is not good. The initial version, produced for the Amiga 1000, featured the largest game world to that date. They did eventually release a sequel, Fairy Tale Adventure 2, Halls of the Dead, in 1997, a full decade later. So apparently it has the largest game world at the time of its release with over 17,000 screens.
Well, all right. I don't know how you can see more than 4 of them.
Apparently kindness is an actual stat. When they say that Kevin is gentle and kind, that means he has a high kindness statistic, which is important in certain encounters and can be increased by acts such as giving alms to beggars.
I could not figure out how to. Maybe I don't have enough kindness. I couldn't figure out how to do that.
Well, no, you don't have enough kindness to do it. You do it, and it raises your kindness. Amabel, kindness is not just it's not just an attribute of you. It's a result of your actions. It's a measurement of your actions in the world.
What I love about this is how it sucks. How it sucks real bad.
So theoretically, if you get Julian killed, you're supposed to start playing as Philip.
That's not happening.
That does not seem to be what's happening. I think you're getting mulliganed because you're so early in the game that you can't believe that you're doing this badly.
Well, wait, whoa!
Check out this idiot. You're having a terrible go here. Dragon gave this game 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Okay. So Philip set out.
In 1996, Computer Gaming World ranked it the 63rd best video game of all time.
Wait, what did that? And what was the rank? One more time?
You didn't get any of the facts. Okay. In 1996, Computer Gaming World ranked it as the 63rd best video game of all time.
That's just incorrect.
Well, it's 1996, so there weren't that many total video games.
Right, but...
It's the 63rd best game, but there were only 68 games, so... No, I think the problem here might be that you suck. I don't want to... I don't want to come out of the gate swinging. But the problem might be that you are not up to the task of playing this fairy tale adventure.
That could be. In that spirit, can you give me another number, please? Get me out of this hell.
I can give you the number 463, which is in an area densely trafficked so far, but not, I believe, a number that we have used before. Well, Philip, you did commit a murder before you died. And so your kindness was 15.
Okay, well, this
Can we see what Kevin's kindness is? Can you get Kevin out here?
Okay, well, I need to keep dying until Philip's dead.
He looks dead, y'all.
No,
right,
but
I guess here comes the fairy.
The one guy had to die 6 times.
This is the fairy of the fairy tale. So yeah, your main stats are bravery, luck, kindness, and vitality. What an interesting system, mechanically speaking.
Yeah, I wish it. All right. Can I? Or you're just gonna be underwater. I'm trying to drown him. Vitality's going down. Yes.
Vitality's going down. You are successfully drowning yourself in a river.
I found the strat.
It was morning
to get Kevin out.
Philip was drowned in the water. Amabel, I think you might be too obstinate for video games. I don't want you to take that the wrong way. I don't want you to consider this a mark on your character.
Okay. That's the third time Phillips died.
Lazuli asks, what was this game called? It's called The Fairy Tale Adventure. Fairy with Faery. Faery.
Okay. I kill him for the fourth time.
Fake Alex Blue says, because of the unbelievable 63rd best video game stat, we should go to game 63 in the library. Maybe this was all
Why are we drowning Philip over and over? We want to see Kevin. We want to see how kind Kevin is.
I asked how kind Kevin is, and Amabel said, well, the only way we're ever going to find that out is if we drown Philip till he can't drown no more. And I don't necessarily think that's right, but she's she's at the wheel, so we just gonna have to live with her decision making.
They didn't give us Philip until the guy had died so many times.
Maybe that's what did it, or maybe it was something about the way you died the last time, or we don't really know. That's all I'm saying.
It said that his luck had run out.
So Fairy Tale 2, Halls of the Dead, Fairy Tale Adventure 2, Halls of the Dead, is a game in which brothers Strong Julian, Agile Philip, and Wise Kevin continue their fight against the evil forces of the world. Released in 1997 for MS-DOS and Windows. It was not well liked. Got a 2 out of 5 from Next Generation. PC Gamer gave it a 55%.
So vitality is how you die, and then luck determines how many times you are resurrected.
Probably does other things too, but
yeah, but for my purposes, his cleverness could not save him from the same fate as his older brother. All right, so Kevin, young and inexperienced, his chances did not look good. I love it when a game makes things worse for you as you.
Oh shit! 35 kindness. Go give that beggar his alms. You must.
I will try.
Are you trying? Is this you trying? Fake Alex Blue says, can we also see how kind Amabel is? Oh wait, we are. Okay, now talk to him. Go into the action bar and select talk. Okay.
Alms for the bar.
How about the hand with the coin in it? The give alms button.
Lovely jewels glint in the night. Give us the gift of sight, he said.
Did you lose alms? Oh, okay, so you have 8 coins in the bottom right. Is that the number you had before?
Do it again.
Yeah, do it again. Yes, you gave him coins. Oh, your kindness is going up. Kevin refrained from giving away the last of his funds, but your kindness did go up to 36. Oh shit, your kindness didn't help you at all. That dude did not care. Right. He saw you giving money to the beggar, and he was like, nah.
All right. So let's
Actually, fuck that.
let's get the 463 is the one that you listed.
I personally,
and this again is continuing our trend of movie games and also Sylvester Stallone games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Rambo 3 is not number 63 in the library. If I know anything about...
You said 463. Did you not?
No, we were talking about going to 63 because it was the 63rd best.
Oh, we're switching. Okay. I had that number highlighted. Okay, hang on. 63.
Fucking listen, I know what it looks like, but you have to understand these guys drew First Blood. Rambo would never murder an entire village full of Middle Eastern people? Question mark? Just for no reason.
Probably. This is probably the brave fighters of.
This is when Rambo went to Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Get himself buried in the graveyard of empires. Lariciel and Electro Brain present Best of the Best Championship Karate. Okay, Championship Karate.
Okay.
Check out that ref. Whoa. I kind of love the animation. How about that? Your back is to that man.
Yeah, I don't know how to.
Okay, nice. Way to turn around. You're doing it.
Like the keys aren't doing anything.
No, I'm gonna tell you, he is scoring points on you for sure.
Oh, it is all. It is. There are no buttons. It is all the D-pad.
Are you sure? Because the ref says butt burp burp. So I feel like he scored a lot of points on you early on, but you got some knockdowns, and that's a big deal in actual scoring. Okay, I mean, I would guess that you probably won that round. Oh.
What?
Are they gonna show the points where they happened, or what is the?
I don't know.
They're playing the round. Okay. I have to say that I am finding the presentation a small amount baffling.
Okay. Okay.
So
yeah, I don't really understand why. What? I'm not sure what inputs I'm getting out. Why?
the digitized speech could use some work. Best of the Best Championship Karate. 1992 kickboxing game that features black belt kickboxing masters. The Sega Genesis version is one of the few games to offer support for the Sega Activator. No, of course it would be. Oh, that explains why it controls the way it does, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Are you unfamiliar with the Sega Activator?
Yeah.
It is quite a thing. So let me get a picture of it up, and I will make things clearer to you and the viewers. I only saw this thing used a couple of times. I never knew anybody who had one, but I did see an arcade. Like, there was a Sega owned arcade complex that I went to one time, and they had an activator hooked up to some games there. So this is the hold on a second here. Don't pick anything. I'm gonna do a little presentation.
Okay.
So, first to the viewers, and then to you, Amabel. This is the Sega activator. You know, for kids.
Okay.
The deal is, it's a ring that you would set on your floor, and it had sensors pointed upward, and you would violate the air above the ring with one of your limbs, causing it to detect that direction. And so, you know, it's only picking up the 8 directional inputs then. It's not there's no buttons.
Okay.
So games that are Sega activator activated tend to be I mean, like it said, there's not really a lot of such games. But this is the idea. You would like kick your leg out, and it would read you would kick it like up left, and it would read your up left, and then hopefully that's a video game where up left means you kick somebody. I guess the idea. Okay. It's maybe one of the worst ideas for an alternative control scheme controller that I've ever heard of. It's definitely worse than like the Power Glove or whatever. But yeah, if this game was designed to function with the Sega activator, that's why the controls are all fucked up.
All right. Well, can you give me an?
Apparently this is just a re-release of an earlier game called Panza Kickboxing, but with the best of the best branding pulled over it like a fucking Edgar suit. And the Sega activator motion controls. You remember Best of the Best, right?
No.
It's a martial arts movie. It's like
okay.
Eric Roberts and James Earl Jones.
Okay. All right.
You keep saying okay, like that's not you don't know this film.
I don't know this film, no, but I agree with you. It exists. Like I believe you.
It's a classic in the sense that it's a really fucking weird movie. I don't know. You didn't watch Cobra Kai, I don't think.
No.
But Johnny in Cobra Kai really loves this movie. He brings it up like a bunch. They might even show part of it at one point or another. If I'm remembering it correctly. But anyway. You want to try one more time? You want to take one more swing? Here's the thing about pulling random rabbits out of hats here. 674. We're going real close to the end. But not so close to the end that you might accidentally hit Zoop, which is fucking rad. Maybe you could just play Zoop.
74.
Play 674, and if this is not good, then we're going to play Zoop.
Maybe. All right, so the thing about this game is that 673 is a game, and then 674 looks to be a sequel to that game.
Okay.
So this is interesting.
Are you worried about us not getting the continuity?
No, I haven't heard of either of these.
All right. Well, that doesn't look like anything just yet. This is a really slow reveal. That's the name of it. That says Mycronic. Okay, here we go. Warrior of Rome 2, presumably.
Micronet.
Is that what that was supposed to be? Holy crow.
I guess.
Well, that's on them for using that font.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They shouldn't have gone out dressed that way. You're going to be shocked to hear that this game was originally developed for the Sega Genesis. I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
4 out of 5 stars.
Command fighting units start enemy unbuilt. Oh wait, hang on. I need to.
Yeah, can you expand the? There's a little handle at the bottom there. Wow, they built a real windowing toolkit into their Sega Genesis game. Why?
All right, we're gonna play Zoop. I'm not.
Hold on a second. Hold on just a goddamn second. You are a professional war games developer. You can't play a war game a little bit?
No, because I don't have the brains for it right now. And
this is a real-time strategy game.
Well, yeah. No,
so the original, this is a Japanese game, was developed by a Japanese company. And so the original title is Caesar no Yabu 2, or Ambition of Caesar 2. Okay. Which kind of makes me wonder if it's...
like a Nabunga's Ambition kind of thing?
Yeah, if it's got any lineage to the Nobu... Sorry, what the fuck did you just say?
Did I not say that right?
I mean, Nobunaga is the name of that man.
Okay. I was close.
No, you said a thing that would be like a be like a caveman strategy game. Nobunga's ambition to get real. Check out Zoop. I fucking love Zoop. Play Continual.
Let's play Continual.
Yeah. All right. So when you press the button, it's gonna swap your thing with the thing that you're pointed at. And you're trying to, make the colors together. So like,
which colors together?
Yep.
Wait, what? Ah.
Just point it at, yeah. Chomp them, yeah. And see if you go to the right here. Oh. I was going to say with the purple, you would have chomped the purple part of that and then switched to orange. So yeah, now if you can go get some purple somewhere, like from that bottom, okay, well, you do you. I'm just gonna watch.
These things are sneaking up on me.
Yeah, and obviously that's how you lose, is if they get in the middle. So I thought this game was the coolest shit. It's like jazzy, right?
End of game.
Yep. It's a puzzle game. It's an abstract puzzle game. Congratulations on first place on the leaderboard. Yeah, Fake Alex Blue says, in reference to the Micronet logo in that last game, how slow can you reveal a word before you forget how it started? That is actually a legitimate problem I was having there. So Amabel, you have drunk deep from the pool of the Sega Genesis.
I have.
And how would you describe the results of having done that?
It's, a thing I did to myself.
Well, yes. First of all, I do want to emphasize this was your idea. Yeah, go up in that. Okay.
I learned some things,
What did you learn? What do you feel you learned?
I learned about some games and I wouldn't have known about before. Oh, okay.
Most especially Zoop.
I have learned about Zoop.
perhaps the most critically important game to have learned about.
I learned that you like Zoop.
And now you like Zoop. Congratulations, you leveled up.
All right.
What do you think about the music? But like the music.
Music's fun. It's fun music. Yeah.
The viewers can't see it, but I am dancing.
I assumed. So.
Lazuli says, all jokes aside, I don't think anyone views the streams as inflicted upon Amabel. I'm not so sure. In any case, nobody could possibly this time because it was her idea.
All right. So I'm gonna play a game while we do phase 3. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. In a far off galaxy. This is a pretty rad game. Hey, you know what? Have I told my sad Ristar story before?
I don't know if you have.
My dad was.
Jesus.
You okay? Can you survive a story about my dad?
Because with my dad is just okay.
No, you're right. My dad, I don't even remember what for. I got punished a lot as a kid. I was in trouble a lot. I would say somewhere between frequently and constantly in trouble as a kid because I had ways of being, you know. I did not get along with authority figures or recognize their authority in most circumstances. And I had really been wanting to get this game because look at it, it's fucking amazing. Look how cool it looks. And I don't remember what it was, but I did something and my dad was like, no, that's the last straw. I forbid you to ever play that video game. Not only will we not buy it for you, you know, this week or whenever it was that it might have happened, you are not allowed to ever play it. And I don't know how he thought he was going to enforce that. But anyway, my point is, haha, you're dead. And I have played all the way through Ristar. So
I have to. This is like one of the only Sega Genesis games that I've completed.
I don't talk about my dad a lot on the stream for good reason. I recognize that story is a bummer in every possible way. So yeah, Ristar. Anyway, in addition to Amabel's playing Ristar and me turning down the volume slightly again, we're doing phase 3 now. This is the post stream, y'all. This is the part of the stream where we talk about the things some stuff that we loved in the last week. You know, recommend things that are good that other people might also be into, so that we can all enjoy good things together. I have found so many wonderful things thanks to recommendations from y'all, from right here on this stream. People telling us what media is cool, what experiences are fun and worth having. So Amabel, did you have a thing? Amabel spent this week, I guess we didn't address this at all during the stream and maybe should have. Amabel spent a lot of this week traveling, which is why there was no new Deus Ex or La Mulana, because I was down one Amabel. So you did not have as much free time as usual, but did you have a thing?
Yeah, So what I did watch was some of Galaxy Express 3.9.
Sure, yeah.
Which is a it's a manga, but I mostly know it as a cartoon show, an anime as they call it.
Yeah, that's the term.
Japanimation, as it was originally introduced to me.
Oh God,
that I enjoyed a lot when I was a kid. Wait, how do I? Okay,
you gotta come out.
Right,
that was
right,
some speed.
right.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Here you go.
And I revisited it after a long time of having seen it in a while. Get off me. And the thing about that show is that it's incredibly depressing.
unrelentingly bleak, is the way you described it.
Yeah. Which it is. It is. It's like it's a science fiction thing where most people live as like a permanent underclass that's hunted for sport by rich robots. And it's about this little kid going on a train adventure in space to try to get a robot body. And everyone he meets is sad and ends up dying. But it gets to the point where it's kind of funny because its bleakness is so complete. Okay, I didn't do. I'm a little rusty. And also I'm trying to talk while I'm doing it. So yeah, okay, there we go. Get the chest. Yeah. But it's moody and it has like a lot of class politics in ways that are not entirely coherent. And there's a lot of like weird. There's weird misogyny, so beware of that. But like not more so than most anime from the 70s, I would say. I don't know.
What a weird bar.
It's a weird thing. Pardon?
What a weird bar. Not more misogynist than most 70s anime.
I supposed to go this way? It's been a long time. What have you encountered?
And y'all, of course, please feel free to. Lazuli, she's talking about the anime Galaxy Express 999, or Galaxy Express 39, as it is sometimes called. But you're going to want to type 999 in your search. There's a lot of episodes. It is a very distinct look. I find the art very compelling.
Yeah, it's kind of ugly in ways that are really fun.
Some kind of Galaxy Express 999 thing is one of the first animes that I ever saw back when the total of my exposure to Japanimation was that block they would do on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Oh yeah. The first one I saw was the Galaxy Express movie that was on that block.
Yeah. And the very first anime thing I think I saw, like real anime, was a Beautiful Dreamer movie. Urusei Yatsura on that. And I was like, what is going on? I must know more.
There we go. The music's so rad in this. I don't know why there wasn't another Ristar game. I mean, it probably didn't do well, but...
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
But, with all the kind of, the kind of retro platformer relaunches, I'm surprised Ristar didn't get one,
Ah, yes, okay. Fake Alex Blue just discovered something about the YouTube chat. So just to make this clear to everybody else, just in case other people are also afflicted, when you enter the chat, it will usually default you to top chat instead of live chat, which is to say the YouTube algorithm is determining which messages you do and do not see. There's a little drop down box at the top where you can change it to live chat if you would like to actually see all of the messages.
I've had to do that. That's a recent thing they started doing.
Yeah, I find that decision somewhere between baffling and enraging, but also I am powerless to do anything about it. So yeah, for me, I have a thing. So actually, somebody recommended this to me. I don't remember if it was on a stream or if it was just on, like a post on the subreddit or something. But we really enjoyed the HBO limited series DTF St. Louis recently. And it made me want to check out other work by the writer/director, largely the sort of vision of a single person, Stephen Conrad. And I wanted to check out some of the stuff he'd done earlier. And I remember somebody had recommended to us previously his series Patriot. So I watched all of Patriot this week in between doing other things. It's not that long. There's only 18 episodes or something, and I have fixation problems, so it really doesn't take me that long to get through 18 episodes of something sometimes. And Patriot is fascinating. I would say that it is definitely worth anybody's time to watch. I don't know however you get a hold of it, the ways in which things are gotten a hold of. I don't know what kind of services it's on, wherever people are, but it is about a former intelligence agent, or current question marks around former, a guy who was doing intelligence work in a sort of an undercover position where he's posing as a structural engineer in a Milwaukee engineering firm for complicated reasons, and it's very funny. It's pretty grim, and it's just really excellent. Very, very highly recommend Patriot, the Stephen Conrad series Patriot, which came out 10 years ago at this point.
Well, this is the mole boss, isn't it?
Cat of Ninetails says, I haven't played it this week, but may I recommend The Outer Wilds? This message brought to you by me almost bursting into tears over stumbling into a clip of the theme for the finale. Yeah, the music from that game does almost immediately bring me to tears as well. When I was playing it with Amabel, to show it to Amabel, every time we booted it up, I got a little sniffly. It's the main menu theme. Anyone who has not played out The Outer Wilds, hugely recommend. One of the best video games of all time, without question. And for real, don't learn anything more than you need to learn to be convinced to play it. It is a game all about learning the things. It is a knowledge-based gameplay. There's Since When says there's a channel called synthetic with a C instead of an S at the beginning, releasing an Outer Wilds playthrough right now, which is bonkers. That's interesting. Something I might look into. I'm glad that you're having fun with at least one of the games you played this time.
Well, Zoop seemed fine, and the Punisher game was just very middle of the road, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't.
Yeah, all right.
But I learned some things. I learned about some games I hadn't seen before. I think this was a good stream. That's what I think.
Weirdly, she thinks the stream that was her idea it turned out to be a great idea. All right, I had fun, is what I'll say. Look what you've done
in this thing.
You made it a water level now.
Only good water level ever made.
What about all of Echo the Dolphin?
Echo the Dolphin sucks ass. Echo Junior is the only good Echo the Dolphin game.
Wow.
And it's for small baby children.
All right. Well, some harsh words to end the stream with there. Thank you all so much for watching. That's going to be it for us for today. Amabel just got killed by a fish who was already dead. Crazy. That can happen in real life, though. Fish are sharp. Be very wary around fish. When you come back next time, there's gonna be some more videos later this week. We're still plugging through Phoenix Point. I feel like I'm getting in control in Phoenix Point, and this is a dangerous period. This is the period where I overextend and make stupid mistakes. We're gonna be playing some more Amber Spire. I'm enjoying Amber Spire. I hope everybody else is into it as well, and stuff like that, things of that nature. The Deus Ex is coming back. We have an Amabel again. The La Mulana is coming back. We're going to keep making progress on all that stuff. And of course, stream of some kind next week. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there who is a mother. I don't know what percentage of our viewers that is, but good on you. If you're any good at it at all, it seems like a very difficult job. Feel free, listen, people. The world's a nightmare right now. I think that's true in a lot of ways for a lot of people. Even though the small things of our lives may be good. And, the small things in my life certainly are good, but I also spend a lot of time stressed out and miserable about how bad the world has gotten. And one thing that I find really helps is finding a way to love things. You gotta sometimes you gotta bring the positive the positive energy in the relationship with you, because it is in short supply out in the world around us at the moment. So do that. And then, once you've found a thing to love, bring it back to us so that we all can engage in it as well. Maybe some of us will love it too. Peace.